From Peninsula TV Studio in San Carlos, Pacific Bell and the Chronicle present the Bay Area's hottest game show, Peninsula Quiz Kids. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the first game of the semifinals for our second season of Peninsula Quiz Kids. I'm very excited. We're going to see a lot of speed, knowledge, and collaboration here tonight as two teams vie for our big, big prize, 9 days to London. Over here, we have the Hillsdale Knights. And they're taking on our big champions from last season, the Menlo Atherton Bears. And you six brought a lot of fans here today, so I know they want to watch you guys win. Let's start out with the collaboration round. Well, you teams have played enough to know that this is the part of the game where you get to work together. I have a series of 10-point questions. I'll ask team after team. You'll have 10 seconds to collaborate, and if you think you know the answer, have your captain give me the answer. If you get it right, you score the points, but if you get it wrong, the other team will have 5 seconds to collaborate and a chance to steal those points away from you. We'll start over here with Hillsdale. Both teams, good luck today. First question. What organization recruited orphans to deliver mail to the West during the 1850s and 1860s?
Pony Express? Pony Express. Go for it.
Is it the Pony Express?
It is the Pony Express. First question for MA. What compound word means capable of using both hands equally well?
Ambidextrous.
That is correct for 10 points. Name the former San Francisco Giants catcher who is now the manager of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Bob Brenly.
Brenly? Yeah.
Bob Brenly.
That's right. The Sea of Japan separates Japan from what neighbor located due west?
Korea.
That's right for 10 points. Hillsdale, a fifth-degree polynomial has real coefficients. What is the minimum number of real roots? Stay on the stage, Dan.
It's 3?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal it.
1.
That is correct. And Menlo Atherton, it is your question. U.S. Representative Lindsey Graham from South Carolina announced plans to seek the Republican nomination for the Senate seat being vacated by this 98-year-old senator who announced he would not seek re-election. The senator's name?
Strom Thurmond.
Strom Thurmond. 10 points. What vessel did Captain Nemo command in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
The Nautilus, isn't it? The Nautilus. Yes. Nautilus.
Is it the Nautilus?
No? Are you sure? I believe it is the Nautilus. Yes, it does not say the Nautilus here, but I read that book when I was a kid, and I'm sure it's the Nautilus. Does everybody think it's the Nautilus? I see.
Can we do that every time?
When I see all the Menlo Atherton fans out there saying, yeah, it's the Nautilus, I say yeah, it's the Nautilus. The other one here, I believe, was Moby Dick's boat, yeah. Moving on, much to my embarrassment. What neighboring land was Sweden forced to give up to Russia in 1814 by the terms of the Congress of Vienna?
Finland.
That is correct for 10 points. And just check, is that okay with the Hillsdale fans, Finland? Yes, they say yes. They say yes. Good for you. Next question for Hillsdale. What nation on the Arabian Peninsula recently reunited, though not without some turmoil?
Yemen?
Yemen is right.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What engineer and architect developed the geodesic dome? Pam?
Robin.
Robin Pam.
Answer.
This is Robin Pam, everybody. I did this last time. Robin. Could you turn this way and face me, darling? There, Robin.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Can you take this one, Hillsdale?
He's the only architect I can name besides Frank Lloyd Wright. Ren? Go. Oh, accept it.
Ren?
No, Buckminster Fuller.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It is your turn, Hillsdale. President Bush recently issued an order restricting funds to international family planning groups if those organizations also provide what service?
Abortion counseling, and he's going to hell for it.
Abortion counseling.
Yeah.
Abortion counseling.
Okay, abortion counseling, yes, 10 points. I'm sorry, our phones are lighting up. I can't see the next question. What branch of mathematics uses the law of sines to solve oblique triangles?
Trigonometry.
That is correct for 10 points. Hillsdale. What do we call a solo song sung in an opera to express inner feelings?
Okay. Aria?
It is an aria, yes. M.A., name the NHL team that has won the most Stanley Cups.
The Red Wings.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. You can steal it, Hillsdale.
Canadians?
I think so. I don't watch hockey, but it's the most recent.
The Canadians? Montreal Canadiens?
That is right, the Canadians. And Hillsdale, it is your question. At what Civil War battle was Robert E. Lee's trusted lieutenant Stonewall Jackson fatally wounded in action?
Bull Run?
Also known as Manassas.
That's a bunch of bull.
It is.
Bull Run.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's Chancellor.
Chancellorsville.
That is correct, Chancellorsville. And it is your question. What is the title of the Ben Jonson play about a scientist searching for the formula to turn lead to gold?
The Alchemist.
That is correct for 10 points. Hillsdale. Ooh, I hear the noise, and it shows the end of the round, and our score right now is close. Hillsdale has 70, Menlo has a slight lead with 80 points. Okay, while I introduce Hillsdale, I want you to think of 3 very famous people who have 2 first names, okay? I'm so embarrassed that I'm trying to make her feel guilty. Hillsdale, Zach Bellinger, welcome back.
Hey, thanks.
I can't tell you how many complaints we got last time after the team played without you here.
Yeah.
Where were you?
I was actually doing a trip across the country hitchhiking, and I got lost in Utah in the desert. I prefer not to talk about it.
Ken Ozeki. Do you want to tell us the truth, or you don't want to say it? You don't want to say the words, do you? You've said them several times.
What?
You were participating in mock trial, weren't you?
Yeah.
And your team is really, really good.
Yeah.
And did you not do as well as you wanted to? Is that what happened?
Oh, we had a good time. It was fun.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had a good time. Ken Ozeki, geography expert, going up against perhaps the other consummate geography expert on our vast array of teams. How do you feel today?
I feel woozy.
Why the ties?
Why the ties?
Yeah.
Because we're strange people, really.
Yes, that was in the phone calls a lot. And I understand that tonight you are going to your very first prom.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Are you taking a special young lady?
Yeah.
And what's her name?
Jillian.
Jillian?
Yeah.
Well, Jillian, this show's for you. Dan Lieberman.
Hey there, Brad.
Hey, Dan. Dan, Did you get accepted into any colleges?
I did. I went 5 for 5 with acceptances, but it looks now that I'm going to Knox in Illinois.
Knox.
Knox.
And do you have any idea what you're going to major in there?
I'm thinking a little poli-sci, creative writing sort of thing.
That seems good. Is it a difficult school? Is it the school of hard knocks?
Me, so, I think we all knew you were going to ask that.
Are there many job possibilities? Does opportunity knocks there?
Are you knocking on heaven's door?
Next! So,
I don't want to get a bum rap for doing puns here on Knox. Rap, Knox, never mind. Why don't we just give a big hand to your coach, Steve Maskell. Robin, Pam, did you think of anybody famous who's got 2 first names?
Well, if you count Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson, you could flip those around.
You could?
They could be first names.
I'm going to be calling him Jackson from now on. I like
could do that.
the way Jackson Michael does. Yeah. So, Robin, after 2 times of my doing this to you and you're still staying, I really appreciate that. We have not talked about your musical interests.
No.
You're very involved in jazz band at school.
Yeah, I play tenor sax in the jazz band.
Any recent celebrations or things that you got to take part in? Or?
We go to festivals every so often, competitions, and in May we're actually going to Disneyland.
Oh, you are?
Play at Disneyland. Yeah.
I bet I know exactly where you're going to be playing too. That area right outside Main Street, that square. That's a nice place to hear a jazz band play. Well, good luck to you there.
Thank you.
Good luck to you today. Daniel, tonight is the Menlo Atherton prom as well, and you and I aren't going.
Right.
And you know what? I never thought of a sophomore in their right mind who would go to a prom. There are a bunch of crazy places.
Especially a junior and senior prom, yeah.
Yeah. So he's humble and he knows his place. So since I know that Robin and Noah are going, is there anything you'd like to say to them or to everybody here who's going to the prom to kind of keep their minds on business?
I think that would be a bit difficult at this point.
Would
Keep
it?
their minds on business, right, with the prom. Just never mind, move on.
He's also a realist. He's a realist. Good for you. Okay, well, it may be that you have to carry both teams for the rest of the afternoon. And I think you probably can.
No, I'm sure they'll provide some help. Yeah.
Good. Yes. Speaking of some help, a little bit of help, our senior, Noah Veltman. Have you heard from any colleges?
Yeah, I've heard from all my schools.
Okay, what are the schools you've heard from that have said yes?
Stanford and Duke, and then 3 Ivies, Princeton, Harvard, and Yale.
Oh. Have you made up your mind where you're going to go to?
No, I haven't. I have about a week to do that. So
I think you need to use a lot of thought, logic, really think it through. Does anybody have a coin?
A 5-sided.
A 5-sided coin, yes. That is so wonderful. That is truly tremendous. Whatever you choose to go to, you should be very proud of yourself for getting into all those schools. And I'm sure you'll be able to give this man a little bit of help.
Hopefully.
Okay. Now, also, your teammate, William Most, is down in the audience, and he wanted you to...
he wanted me to shamelessly promote his film festival next Saturday. It's at 4 o'clock at the Burgess Rec Center on April 28th, so...
Good. I'm glad you said April 28th, because when this reruns in October, people are going to go, huh? So, but if you're around and you're seeing this on the day right before, go see that film festival, all the student films. And give a big hand to the coach of Menlo Atherton's team, Mr. Bob Hasbrook. Oh, I know you want us to stop talking and play, so before I do that, I do have to introduce the most important man in this room, the man who keeps us going and keeps us honest, our judge, Frank Saboti. You kids see right next to Frank is that beautiful trophy. That trophy can be yours. Right now it has Menlo Atherton's name on it. Maybe it will have it again. Maybe it'll have Hillsdale. We have 2 other teams that are also going to be vying for that. Who knows what will happen? We'll find out in just a moment. First, let's look at this video about Hillsdale High.
Hillsdale High School, a national blue ribbon school, is committed to educating its students in an atmosphere of high expectations and mutual respect. Recently honored by Newsweek magazine for high student enrollment in advanced placement courses, Hillsdale has a long tradition of offering a broad mix of rigorous courses in all subject areas. In addition to a challenging academic curriculum, the school supports a variety of award-winning programs. Among these exemplary programs are the mock trial team, the robotics team, the dance program, annual participation in academic competitions, and continued success for our athletic teams. Hillsdale welcomes a diverse mix of staff and students representing a wide variety of ethnic origins and native languages. Students experience this cultural diversity and gain a richer educational experience while preparing them for the world beyond high school.
I want to thank our friends and sponsors at the Chronicle who provide all our sports and current events questions. And now it's time for a very special face-off round. Imagine, if you will, a giant globe spinning out of control right in the center, and these two geography whizzes are desperately looking at every country, every piece of land and water to make sure they know all the answers to these geography questions that I'm about to ask you. I have a set for you, Ken, and a set for you, Daniel, and they are worth 10 points each. If you know the answer, shout it out, and I'll give you the points. If not, we'll move on until the end of the round. First question goes to you, Ken. What do we call the section of grassland stretching from Manitoba to Texas?
Great Plains.
That's correct, for 10. Daniel, what term is used to describe the thin land projections of both Florida and Oklahoma?
The Panhandle.
That is right, for 10 points. Algiers is in Algeria. Where is Tangiers located?
Tunisia?
No, it's Morocco. Catalan is the main language of this major city in Spain that is located on the Mediterranean Sea. What is the name of the city?
Barcelona.
That is right, for 10 points. What is the capital of the world's largest island?
Canberra.
What is it?
Canberra.
No, I'm sorry, it's Godhope. One island, another island question. One island by this name lies off the coast of Australia. The other lies in the Pacific near the equator. What same name did they share before one was renamed Kiribati?
Samoa.
No, it's the Christmas Islands. We will have no more island questions. This island, no. Wouldn't that be sad? Nestled next to Somalia and Ethiopia, this small country used to be called the French territory of the Afars and the Isas. What is this Horn nation of Africa now called?
Djibouti?
That is right, for 10 points. At 29,000 feet, Mount Everest is the world's tallest. What neighbor is the next tallest?
K2.
That is right. And we show Hillsdale's at 90 and Menlo Atherton is at 110. Congratulations, Shana. Stay right here. Well, you know, I think we're starting to run out of geography in the world, you know? All right, we'll be right back for the final round after we see this video about Menlo Atherton.
Menlo Atherton High School is centered in the heart of Silicon Valley. Amid this economically prosperous region is a high school that transcends all economic, cultural, and racial barriers. With nearly 2,000 students encompassing over 100 nationalities, MA is one of the most diverse student bodies in the entire United States. However, the beauty of MA lies in the wealth of opportunities it provides. Students are encouraged to participate in the arts, such as music, where we have one of the most renowned jazz bands in the Bay Area. MA offers a plethora of athletic opportunities, and the school has achieved great success in sports through the years. Students have a tremendous amount of school spirit, which presents itself at sporting events, pep rallies, and the annual Spirit Week parade. Menlo Atherton is most importantly a center for intellectual learning in an environment that promotes excellence in education. Menlo Atherton High School is a California distinguished school and in so many areas established itself as an outstanding public high school.
All right. I'm just going to move on now. You think that was caught on television, but it wasn't. It is time for the lightning round. Our home audience thinks I am not easily amused, and that's true. We have a very close game, only 20 points difference, and the next set of questions are worth 20 points. So Hillsdale can catch up to Menlo Atherton very quickly. I'm going to ask a series of questions, and the first person whose hand reaches that buzzer gets the first shot at answering for the team. If you get it right, you earn the points. If you get it wrong, the other team will have 5 seconds to collaborate, and their captain will present me with their answer. If I do not finish the question before the buzzer sounds, and you get it wrong, the other team should let me finish that whole question so that they have a really good chance of getting the right answer. All right, good luck to both teams. In 1535, this conquistador had already seen enormous success, but failed in his... Yes, Ken.
Ponce de Leon.
No, I'm sorry. But failed in his attempt to establish a colony in Lower California. What was his name?
Cortez.
That is correct for 20 points. What Nazi scientist was allowed... Yes, Zach.
Mendeleev?
No, I'm sorry. What Nazi scientist was allowed to work for the U.S. rocket engine program that put a man on the moon, even though he had helped develop the V-2 missiles during World War II?
Werner von Braun.
That is correct. Perhaps the ninja things are on a little tight. Just relax. Okay. I'm sorry, but come on. Maybe. The Sundra Trench lies south of what island nation, which includes Sumba and Java? Yes, Ken.
Indonesia.
That is correct for 20 points. You loosen a little cloth and you're fine. What is the log base 3 of 81? Yes, Noah.
4.
That is right for 20 points. The Justice Department recently charged Robert Hansen, a 25-year veteran employee of what federal agency? Yes, Daniel.
He was of the FBI and he was accused of spying.
Yes, that is absolutely right.
Actually, he's a Knox graduate.
Is he a Knox graduate?
He is indeed.
Just a little bit of interesting trivia that you learn on this show. In the movie She Done Him Wrong, Mae West invited a young actor to come up and see me sometime. This young Englishman, whose real name was Archibald Leach, became, under his screen name, one of the most romantic leading men of all time. Who was he? Yes, Dan.
Rudolph Valentino?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can collaborate and steal. Pam?
James Cagney.
No, no, it was Cary Grant.
Oh, yeah.
Next question. During the 14-year period from 1981 to 1994, 2 players led the NHL in scoring, one winning the title 10 times and the other 4 times. Name both these players. Yes, Zach.
Mario Lemieux and Wayne Gretzky.
That is correct. Next question. Robert Clive's military victories helped consolidate the British Empire's dominance over, yes, Daniel.
India.
That is correct. What Irish poet and dramatist won the 1923 Nobel Prize in Literature for The Wild Swans at Coole? It was Yeats. Next question. Someone's excited over there, isn't he good? The Laccadive Sea, the Arabian Sea, and the Bay of Bengal all touch what Asian nation? Yes, Robin.
Saudi Arabia.
No, I'm sorry. You can tell us and steal. The Laccadive Sea, the Arabian Sea, and the Bay of Bengal all touch what Asian nation?
Bay of Bengal's on India, isn't it? But it's on the wrong side.
Pakistan?
India.
Ah! Damn you, Dan.
Yes. How dare you be right, Dan? What is the perimeter of a rectangle ABCD with a side AF of length 5 and a hypotenuse AC of length 13? Yes, Noah?
34.
That is correct. This comic strip hero used to appear in the daily papers as he battled villains like Prune Face, Gruesome. Yes, Zach?
Dick Tracy.
That is correct. She was the last woman to win 3 Grand Slam events in tennis during 1 year. Name her. Yes, Robin?
Martina Hingis.
That is correct for 20 points. We have 1 minute to go. By what name did Dutch colonists call New York? Yes, Daniel?
New Amsterdam.
Correct. What 3-word term in literature means God from the device to solve a problem? Yes, Daniel?
Deus ex machina. Deus ex machina.
That is correct for 20 points. This Greek mathematician arrived at the approximation. Yes, it can.
Euclid.
Nope. Arrived at the approximation 3.14166 for pi by using chords of a circle and an inscribed 360. He is also famous for his theory of epicycles and of the geocentric universe. And his name?
Aristosthenes?
No, it's Ptolemy. Ptolemy. Which Central American nation lacks an Atlantic coast? Yes, Daniel?
El Salvador.
That is correct. Well, we ended with a geography question, which is appropriate. Hillsdale has 150, but going into the final round with 310, Menlo Atherton Bear. Zach, Ken, Dan, you guys have been great. Zach and Dan, you made it to the semifinals last year. You have been great team players for 2 years, and now you're going off to college, and we won't see you again unless you write me wonderful poems and notes about your success. I wish the 3 of you the very best of luck in your future endeavors. Keep in touch. And you folks will come back next week playing one team, who knows, to get the chance at winning a 9-day trip to London, courtesy of our friends at ACIS. I look forward to seeing you all then. And we look forward to seeing you at our next game in the semifinals. Until then, goodbye.
Our special thanks to the Chronicle staff for developing the questions for sports at current events. This year's champions will be winging their way to London for an all-expenses-paid 9-day adventure to some of the world's most historic sites, courtesy of ACIS. The producers of Peninsula Quiz Kids wish to thank the following: The Chronicle, Pacific Bell, Molly Stones, Argent, Jamba Juice, Century Theaters, Silver Terrace Nursery, AEIS Ronald Bland, Samtrans, and the San Mateo County Office of Education.